Request to identify 4 other suspects in Kim Jong-nam's case denied. At least 20 people died in Las Vegas concert shooting. A very good evening and welcome. I'm Adrian Seed and you're watching the evening edition of News on 2. Now, the judge in the trial of 2 women accused of killing the half-brother of North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, has denied a request that 4 other people listed on the charge sheet be identified. High Court Judge Dato Azmi Arifin rejected the application made by lawyer Gui Sun Singh, who represented Siti Aisyah, and lawyers Hisham Tehpotik and Dato Naran Singh, who represented Doan Thi Huang. Judge Dato Azmi said the charge will remain despite not mentioning the names of the 4 others. Earlier, Doan Thi's lawyer Hisham said that the prosecution needed to disclose the name of the 4 other suspects for defense purposes and added that it was a moral obligation to do so. Deputy Public Prosecutor Wan Shaharuddin Wan Ladin, however, said it was too early in the stage for the defense team to request for the names, as it will be disclosed during the proceedings. Siti Aisyah and Thi Huang allegedly killed Jong-nam at the Kuala Lumpur International Airport 2 at about 9 a.m. on February the 13th by smearing his face with the banned VX nerve agent. Both suspects were charged under Section 302 of the Penal Code, which carries the mandatory death sentence upon conviction. They pleaded not guilty. Meanwhile, Indonesia's ambassador to Malaysia, Rusdi Kirana, hopes that a positive decision will be achieved so that Siti Aisyah is freed from any charges. He also added that they will, however, respect any decision made by the court.
Here, that this is the hand of North Korea?
No, I can't comment. I can't comment on that.
Can you just give us your name, sir? And your
I'm Rusdi Kirana. I am the Indonesian ambassador for Kuala Lumpur.
Rusdi said that Indonesia has sent a special team to monitor the proceedings and that a report will be made and presented to the Indonesian government on the decision taken by the court against Siti Aisyah. Siti Aisyah pleaded not guilty on the charge of murdering Kim Jong-nam. The services and the sacrifices made by the national security forces in ensuring the country's safety should be recognized at all times and not only during special occasions. In saying this, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak called on the younger generation to also possess the fighting spirit in upholding the country's peace and sovereignty.
Pada hakikatnya kita patut mengenang pada setiap hari dalam setahun. Dan untuk masa 24 jam. Mengapa saya kata demikian? Kerana tanpa keselamatan dan keamanan, segala-galanya tak mungkin menjadi kenyataan. Negara kita tak mungkin menjadi sebuah negara yang semakin hari semakin berjaya. Rakyat Malaysia tak mungkin merasai kemakmuran negara kita.
Datuk Sri Najib said this at the Warriors' Day celebration held at Dataran Pahlawan in Putrajaya today. Also in attendance were his wife Datin Sri Rosma Mansor, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zaid Hamidi, Defence Minister Datuk Sri Hishamuddin Tun Hussein, and Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun. 2 more Royal Malaysian Navy or TLDM men have stepped forward to lodge police reports today, claiming that they were physically assaulted by their colleagues at the Sungai Wangi detention unit in Setiawan. The fresh claims came in the wake of the deaths of 2 other Navy men, Nik Muhammad Baihaki Nikmat, 28, and Muhammad Lailatulman Muhammad Shukri, 26, at the unit on Friday. Speaking to reporters after the state-level Warriors' Day event at the State Secretariat building in Ipoh, State Police Chief Dato' Hasnan Hassan said the latest victims, both in their 30s, are currently receiving medical treatment at the Sri Manjung Hospital for abdominal injuries. He said police had yet to determine whether the assaults occurred in the detention room or outside within the detention unit compound. Following the complaint, police have arrested 2 TLDM personnel aged 29 and 37 respectively, stationed at the detention unit.
Tangkapan setakat ini adalah 5 orang. 3 pada hari pertama kejadian itu, dan semalam ada pick up lagi 2 orang. So, polis akan menjalankan siasatan dengan rapi dan teliti, dan tentukan no stone unturned. Maknanya kita akan siasat sehingga kita dapat tahu apakah sebenarnya yang berlaku dan siapakah pelaku tersebut.
He said the case is being investigated under Section 325 and 506 of the Penal Code for causing grievous hurt and punishment for criminal intimidation. Meanwhile, the Malaysian Armed Forces, or ATM, will provide its full cooperation to the police in their investigations into the death of 2 Royal Malaysian Navy while in the detention unit in Sungai Wangi, Setiawan, Impera on September the 29th of 2017. The 2 men were alleged to have been physically abused. Its Chief General Tan Sri Raja Muhammad Afandi Raja Muhammad Noor said the armed forces would not compromise on the investigation if there was a breach in its standard operating procedures, or SOPs, in its handling any Navy, Air Force and military detainees. He added that SOPs are already in place, but in some cases, certain personnel do not follow the procedures. Tan Sri Raja Muhammad Afandi said that this was an isolated case and hopes that it will not be repeated.
We will letting the police to handle this case. We will not, what so to say, have any sort of, how can I say very nicely, that we will let the police take on this issue, and we will be helping the police in all level, the ways and means that we can to make sure that this sort of unwarranted things been so to say, addressed accordingly.
Tan Sri Raja Muhammad Afandi said this at a press conference held after attending the 2017 Warriors' Day celebration in Putrajaya. Meanwhile, Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun said that the police are still investigating the case.
But due to certain circumstances,
Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun confirmed that Selangor and Johor religious authorities have detained followers of the Shia group for spreading Shia teachings in Malaysia. However, he noted that police were only assisting the religious authorities that were conducting the raid and stressed that the police did not make any arrests, as what was misrepresented on social media.
Majlis Fatwa Kebangsaan telah pun secara jelas bahawa amalan-amalan lain itu tidak boleh diamalkan. Jadi kita tindakan itu bukan tindakan kita, tindakan Majlis Agama Islam negeri-negeri berkenaan, dan saya memang confirm tangkapan itu telah dilaksanakan, tapi detail itu saya tak dapat nak bagi on the spot ketika ini. Tapi tangkapan ini memang berlaku dan kita facilitate.
Yesterday, Johor Islamic Religious Department, or Giants Director Amran Rahman, confirmed that Giants detained 21 men, including 3 foreigners believed to be Singaporeans, for suspicion of involvement in spreading Shia teachings. The raid was carried out on Saturday by Giants Enforcement Division and the Royal Malaysian Police at a house in Ulu Tiram, Johor Bahru, after 3 months of intelligence report. Printed documents such as magazines and books, as well as banners on Shia teachings, were confiscated from the premises. A bodyguard was remanded for 4 days, starting today, to facilitate investigations for allegedly insulting the police in a status he posted on social media. The 35-year-old suspect was arrested in a car park of a flat in Bandar Damai Perdana Cheras around 6 p.m. yesterday. He was remanded to enable investigation under Section 505, subsection A of the Penal Code and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1988. The remand was issued by Senior Assistant Registrar Nur Adila Abdul Latif. During the arrest, police also seized a pistol and 2 cartridges of ammunition containing 10 bullets each and a cell phone. Prior to this, the accused had posted a status insulting police officers on Facebook following police broadcasts of images of 30 individuals allegedly involved in crimes of murder, attempted murder, as well as assault and battery, causing physical injuries. The Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government Ministry will soon implement the anti-vandalism system, or AVS, at all low-cost flats nationwide to ensure the safety of their residents. Its Minister Tan Sri No Omar said his ministry has issued special access cards to residents, besides installing closed-circuit television cameras or CCTV inside the flats' elevators. Speaking to reporters after visiting several low-cost flats in Kampung Pak Mahat in Tanjung Lumpur in Kuantan Pahang today, Tan Sri No Omar said the AVS has been implemented in Selangor, the Klang Valley and Negeri Sembilan, adding that it will be expanded to other states in stages. He added that the AVS, which was implemented early this year, will help improve security and allow residents to live in a more conducive environment.
Jadi kerana itu pendekatan kita untuk memberikan kemudahan sebagai perhubungan di antara penduduk, kita perkenalkan lift sistem AVS, dan dengan kita menggunakan sistem kad dan juga CCTV di dalam lift.
He said the access cards will help reduce crime by preventing strangers from entering the flats. The minister also announced a 5 million ringgit government allocation to improve the facilities at the flats in Tanjung Lumpur, besides building a new water tank to replace the existing one. Employers in Johor are urged to register their foreign workers in the Illegal Immigrants Rehiring and Relocation Program by December 31st. This year, to avoid being charged and fined for hiring illegal immigrants. According to State Immigration Department Director Dato' Rohaizi Bahari, since February the 15th of 2016 to September of 28th this year, 100,000 foreign workers have been identified in the state. Dato' Rohaizi, however, said only 7,755 have applied for the temporary work pass, and only 4,904 applications have been approved. The remaining applicants are still undergoing the screening process, which includes health checks.
Bulan Disember adalah banyak cuti sekolah, cuti perayaan dan sebagainya. Dan takut pada waktu nanti akan menyebabkan lagi kesesakan lah. Dan saya tidak ada majikan memberi alasan bahawa pegawai immigration kita tak buka kaunter sepenuhnya.
He said this after taking the anti-corruption pledge along with 200 other immigration department officers. It was witnessed by Johor MACC Director Dato' Azmi Alias. A man was killed after the car he was travelling in was involved in a head-on collision with a pickup truck that had gone out of control due to an oily patch on the road. In the 9:30 p.m. incident on Sunday, the driver was travelling to Cebu when he lost control of the pickup truck near the Jalan Delta Jalan Tun Abang Haji Openg traffic lights junction. According to Cebu OCPD ACP Zailani Amit, the truck crashed head-on onto a car travelling in the opposite direction. ACP Zailani today said that the victim, Muhammad Rakik Mazlan, 20, who was in the front passenger seat of the car, died on the way to the hospital. The driver of the car and another passenger in the back seat suffered light injuries. ACP Zailani added that the 20-year-old driver of the pickup truck has been detained under Section 112 of the Road Transport Act of 1987 to assist in an investigation under Section 41 of the same act. A teacher faces accusation for allegedly raping a student in Padawan, Sarawak, and will be charged in court on October the 17th. According to Padawan District Deputy Police Chief DSP Mervin Lisa, the case was regarded as solved when the suspect was arrested on the 19th of September. However, DSP Mervin added that the police are still investigating a few other possibilities before the case is brought to court. The accused teacher, age 51, was charged for raping a Form 2 student in his car at a remote location within a school in Siburan. DSP Mervin, who met with the media at Padawan, explained that the case is being investigated under Section 376B for rape, which carries a jail sentence, and whipping upon conviction. A fire engulfed 3 houses in Kampung Batu Dua in Sungai Petani, Kedah last night, although no fatalities were reported. Sungai Petani Fire and Rescue Station Operation Commander Muhammad Rizwan Nud Jamadun, in confirming this, said the incident occurred near Sekolah Jenis Kebangsaan Cina, Mintek. Muhammad Rizwan said the station received a distress call at around 11:50 p.m. and a team of fire personnel arrived at the scene 5 minutes later. The fire was believed to have started from the middle house, which was unoccupied, and then spread to the houses on its right and left. 6 persons who were in the 2 other houses managed to escape the fire. An investigation into the case of the fire and losses incurred has been carried out. And coming up next, Monarch Airline goes into administration, all UK flights axed. This and more in a moment. Stay with us. $170 Residents Association in Malacca are called to apply for the 10,000 ringgit grant provided by the government through the Registrar of Societies, or ROS, by October 31st. Chief Minister Datuk Sri Idris Harun said only 85 applications from 259 associations were received by ROS since it opened in March. Datuk Sri Idris, however, said such grants were not provided each year as it depends on the budget announcement made by the Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak.
Tak pohon tak guna. Satu, kita merugikan kerajaan. Yang kedua, kita merugikan masyarakat yang kita pimpin di dalam kawasan taman kita. Terutamanya duit 10,000 ini adalah satu jumlah yang besar. Bukan saja hanya untuk menganjurkan program, tetapi juga boleh digunakan untuk membeli peralatan keselamatan, termasuk membina road hum, membina pusat-pusat jagaan setempat dan sebagainya.
And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, at least 20 people killed in Las Vegas concert shooting. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. I'm Adrian Seed. Good night. Thanks for watching.